Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls. And as I don't know how well you can see, I've got Amelia here. Whenever Amelia comes in now, she just dashes over after eating and sits in my lap now. So, I've got Amelia here. I have been adopted. She's a good kitty. Good Amelia kitty. Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. It is the 5th of October. It is, according to Internet time, 7:53 a.m. It's very early, 7:58. Well, by 1 clock, that's 5 minutes past is 7:58. This one's 7:54, real time, as I just said. My other clock over there says it's 8:04. I have 3 clocks that you can look at immediately. All of them have a different time. It's very silly. Good Amelia kitty. Oh, your claws are tearing up my shirt. She's such a good kitty. We have adjusted part of my room. We have moved. I had a table over in the far corner. We have moved the table, gotten rid of the table, moved it out entirely, just gotten rid of it. Put the stuff that was on the table carefully in the corner over there. We've moved some other things, and the reason we're doing this is my friends with their 2 guinea pigs, they had gotten a call from this one person that she works with, and this person has been trying to not get rid of, but she's done a rescue on 2 guinea pigs. She had gotten some guinea pigs and gave them away to people that she thought was good, and they, one came back that was partially defurred and had scabies, and so she's not pleased with a lot of people out there. So she's been trying for months to find somebody who cares so that she can properly get a home for the pigs, the little piggies. And so last night, or the night before, I can't remember now, the 2 of them accidentally started talking, and now we've made room so that we've got a place to put, absolutely free, 1 cage, a playpen, and 2 male piggies. So I found out that there's a lot of domestic varieties of guinea pig, and yet there is no such thing as a wild guinea pig, the kind that we have. It's a hybrid animal. It is a mix between another more tame animal and another wilder animal, and there is no domestic guinea pig out in the wild. It doesn't exist. We created them, but they're a wonderful creature. Oh my gosh, it's amazing how guinea pigs are amazing. They're as affectionate, if not more so affectionate than actual dogs. You can teach them tricks amazingly. This one person we were watching a video of, he just has to say to his piggy, just spin, and it runs in a circle, and it jumps up on a couch if he tells it jump on the couch, and it just does all these little things. They're amazing animals. It's quite awesome. Now, I will never, ever, no, don't worry, Amelia. I will never, ever stop loving my little fuzzies. I love hamsters. I always will. These are cute, fuzzy little guys. And I've got another video I want to do just to show off all my little hamsters now in the state that they're in, because it's not really so much showing off, but just to show a lot of my little girls are very, very old now. They've got, the little girls have got bare spots on their hips where they don't have any fur on their hips near their scent glands. It's just bare fur, because it's rubbed off and it's never grown back. So it's kind of sad. They're getting old, very, very old. And so my older ones there, I'm just letting them live out the end of their lives as peacefully as they can. I'm not bothering them a whole lot. I just, ow, 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 ow. I just make sure that they have food and water, and we clean their cages. But past that, I don't really... I'll pick them up because they still like to be picked up. But I don't pick them up a ton because, they're older. I don't want to stress out their systems, make them sick. They're old enough now. They're going to be dying as soon as it is. So, hamsters, if they live 2 years, you're doing good. It says they live anywhere from 2 to 4 years, but I've kept hamsters for decades now, and it's a rare hamster that lives longer than 2 years. I've met some that have lasted like 3 or 4, but those are the exception. Just like with people, you're going to have some scraggly old person who's in their 90s or 100, but most of us die off a lot earlier than that. So, yay! Now Amelia here is sleeping, or she's trying to. I just sort of petted her, and now she's getting wired up again, so that's something. I don't have a ton of stuff today. In fact, it's 8 o'clock now, 7:59 a.m., and I don't have anything for today, and I'm very sorry about that. I have one thing, actually. I played a half hour and more of Outlast before I fell asleep, and I couldn't get past this one area. In fact, I'm wondering if the entire game didn't bug out, because I'm running through an area where I had to get 3 fuses to open up a door, and then there's a key, but you open up an area, and then you're supposed to grab the key, but then the key vanishes, and then the bad guy that's chasing me vanishes, and then I'm just running there's just an empty area where there's no way to exit, no way to get a key, there's nothing, and there's no bad guy. There's just darkness. And so I don't know I don't know if it bugged or what. So I might have to redo that entire section. Hopefully it'll restart me in the right way and not just leave me in a Walking Dead situation. Walking Dead situation in a game, of course, is where you can still play, but there's no way to win. It's like, you needed to get the key, but the key's in the room behind you, and the door's locked. You can't get back there anymore. So you can't go back to get the key, but you can't go forward to win the game anymore either, because you don't have the key. So you're in a Walking Dead situation. You're still playing, but you can't win. So I don't know if that's happened. Now, I wanted to take a shower last night, but of course, my friends left at about, 11 o'clock or so, and then I fell asleep. Because it's raining outside. It's just raining like the devil. It's been raining for days, and I just happened to be lucky that I could walk the other day during a brief period when it wasn't raining. So now it's back to raining again, and I'm quite sure my legs are going to start killing me again in another, by the end of the day, because I can't go out and freaking walk. Oh, my legs, they drive me crazy. Well, I'm going to do this one real quick, because I'm just that kind of guy. And that means that if I don't do this, then I'm going to be sad. Bom dia. Ah, no, of course I got something in my eye. Hair going right in my eye. God dang. It's always my left eye, too. Except for when it's my right. Bom dia. Dia gwit. Labrit. Ahanyo aseo. Dzień dobry. Or, less formally, chest. Now, I talk slower on a webcam like this than I do in real life, and slower than you should say this. It's not chest. It's natural speaking voice. You go chest. It's just quick, fast. So, Polish is a +10 difficulty language, though. So, if I'm in the ballpark, I figure I'm doing pretty good. Terra Homokost. Barilus. Gomarias. Buenos dias. Diadit. Boreda. Yoragelt. Matenva. Buongiorno. Dobre utro. Bokertov. Ohio. Kamusta. Gomorgan. Ni hao. Privyet. Guten Tag. Kalimera. Bonjour. Dobre rano. God Morgan. Labas Rytas. Merhaba. And go forth and have the crack. Now the crack, of course, being good food, good drink with good friends, and not actually like crack cocaine, which is, of course, good drink, good friends, good drugs, bad trip, murder, death, waking up on the beach, just a stump where your arm used to be, a belt pulled around the stump, a knife stuck in your leg, and a half-eaten child next to you on the beach. Not the crack we're looking for. So, stick with good food, good drink, good friends. Leave the crack cocaine and possible homicidal cannibalism behind. Please. You don't want to go to prison for that. You don't want to go to prison for anything. Although if you do have to go to prison, that'd probably be the way to do it. I mean, people would be more terrified of you if that's where you went into prison than if you went in because of, say, overdue books. If you're given life in prison because of overdue books, you might get some respect for that one. Because if you get life in prison for overdue books, I mean, that one's heavy duty. So, I don't know. Oh, boy. So, yeah. My heart has just been... my atria are just keep misfiring here. It's just been blah, 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 like that. It's because I slept all night and didn't have my sleep mask on. And when I sleep, I stop breathing. My brain, I have what's known as central apnea. For whatever reason, we don't know why, my brain forgets to tell my lungs to breathe while I'm sleeping. And so I stop breathing for up to a minute. Now that's really bad for you. That's bad for your heart. It's a terrible strain on your heart. And it's a terrible strain on your brain. It's just really, really bad for you. And I'm going to have a heart attack or a stroke one day if I don't wear my frickin' sleep mask. So I need a bed. I need a way to sleep. I got to get out of here somehow. And I don't know how. I mean, right now, I had been told all summer that I needed to get out of here because they were going to be either selling their house or doing something in September, and then they could not have me here. Well, it's September now, and they haven't said a thing since. I have told them that things have fallen through RV-wise, so they know what's going on. But they're not. I mean, it's October. And I don't know. I'm still paying my regular amount, but they told me that it could be going up at any moment to $500. So I really don't know. I only know that I'm trying to find a way to get out of here, and I don't know how to do it because I can't rent anywhere, probably in the United States anymore, because my house was sold out underneath me from foreclosure auction, because when my wife was alive, we were buying a house. My entire disability went to pay for our house payment, and my wife's part of her payment, and our 18-year-old son was staying with us, so we were getting $600 a month, and we paid that. So when my wife died and my son graduated high school in Montana, suddenly I'm just on my disability alone, and my disability didn't even pay for the house. And so I tried working with Wells Fargo, and instead of them doing an honest, home mortgage evaluation thing where they tried to change it so that I could make the payments, but they screwed me. They went and just messed me up bad. So I lost my house to foreclosure, and now I can never rent from any company again, because every company that rents has to have insurance. They do a background check on you to see if you can be insured. They go, whoa, this guy was evicted. We're not going to cover him. He has been evicted. We will not cover him with insurance. Because they cannot get covered with insurance, they're not going to rent to somebody whom insurance will not cover. And so every single place that requires insurance will never rent to me again, because I was foreclosed on. And so any place that requires insurance, which is every place that like rents to people will never rent to me because I was foreclosed on, and so I'm a risk, so they will not insure me, so I can't rent. Anywhere, at least in Washington State, because all they have to do is a background check, and then it just says foreclosure in the court records, and boom, that's it. They shut the door, they take the paperwork and just dump it in the trash and say, nope. Now that was $50 for the for your form, but we can't help you, so pay and turn around and leave, please. So I can only rent now, because of that, from private individuals, which means I can never be covered by insurance myself. Great. So I don't know what's going to happen. I have been thoroughly screwed by Wells Fargo, which was great because I had 2 mortgages on my home. And what they were supposed to do was modify the mortgages together, but instead what they did is, because I had 2 mortgages, they modified the first mortgage and then said, okay, if you can pay the modified first mortgage for 3 months, then that's good. And we'll work with you on that. Now, your second mortgage of $30,000, that one's due right now. Do you want to pay that cash or check? Because otherwise we're sending that to collections. I was like, what? I can't, what? You're modifying the first one because I can't pay anything. How am I supposed to? And so, because I couldn't pay the $30,000 on that one right then and there, they sent it off to collections, and I lost my home, and it just screwed me for the rest of my life. So for the next 20 years, I'm going to have to count on private individuals or live on the street. Isn't that great? Thumbs up. Gotta love everything. Well, it's 17 minutes into this. You take care. Have a great day. I'm very sorry that I don't have more than I do, but have a very good day. It's 8:15. There's no time. My friends are coming by at some point. My brother-in-law and all that's going to be getting up. He's going to be playing World of Tanks at any time. So I'm very sorry. I've got this. I've got one other thing at the very least. So here's hoping. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and hopefully I've got something. So you take care, and I'll see you. Have a great day.